Hi guys, Steffi here and welcome back to the channel. I'm going to do a tutorial for you today, and I don't know if you saw the video where I've done a project share on this book style traveller's notebook that I done the other day, and it has a hidden binding so it doesn't show it on the outside here. I'm going to attempt to do a tutorial on it. This original one had me nearly crying in a rage, but I think I've got it sorted. So we're going to use different papers and stuff like that. So I'll show you the first things that you need to make it. So I'll just pop that to one side. Right, the first thing we're going to need is 2 pieces of card. I'll just consult my little book 1 second. And these pieces of card, you need 2. I'm just using black here. And these need to measure 6.5 by 8 3/8. And then all you want to do is just down one side, just pop some double-sided tape or adhesive of your choice. And all I've done on the long side is just score at 1 inch, and that's just really for lining up purposes. Okay, so we'll jump straight in and we'll take off this backing. And you just want to line this up, top and bottom, and just covering that double-sided tape. It's nice and straight, and then just press down, and then that is our cover done. Next, what you're going to need is you're going to need some chipboard. As I've said before previously, I don't know if you know, but I get my chipboard from Every Craft's a Pound. You get I get a variety pack, and it's only £2.50. I think you get 2 pieces of 12x12. 2 pieces of A4, 3 8x8 and 4 6x6, I believe. Hopefully I'm right. So you need 2 pieces that measure 6 3/8 by 4 3/8. And for the spine, you're going to need a piece that measures 6 1/4. Oh no, wait there, sorry, went the wrong one. 6 3/8 by 1 1/2. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pause the video while I take all of this sticky off, and then I'll be right back. Right, so I've went ahead and I've took the backing off the double-sided tape, and I'll just add a little bit wet glue. It just gives you a little bit more wiggle room. This one I'm going to start with this, putting the spine down first. There was a bit too much glue, but it's okay. Now where these join here, I want this join to be on the spine. So I'm just going to line it up at that 1 inch mark that I made on the card, and just put that down as central and as straight as you can. Hopefully that's nice and straight. Just press that down and wait for the glue to stick, and then it come in with the front and back of our book. Again, just add some glue. I said this is just personal preference. You could just use the double-sided tape, or you could just use glue if you wanted to. Right, so what you want to do is you just want to line that up on that 1 inch mark, and then just leave about 1/8 of an inch between it, just so it gives it room to bend when we fold it up. And then just press that down. I'm just going to spin that round, and I'm going to attach this other piece as well. Hope you are all having a good day. It's my day off work today, my last one before my holidays, so it might be the last tutorial I get to use as well before I go away. Hopefully I'll try and get another one done, but because I'm at work, it might be a little bit more difficult. So just make sure that's nice and straight, and then just press it down. Then I just flip it over and just go over it with my bone folder to make sure it's nice and stuck, nice and secure. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to attach some double-sided tape around the outside of the card, and then also around the perimeter of the chipboard as well. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll come right back. Right, so now as you can see, I've just put some double-sided tape going all the way around. Now what we want to do is we want to micro our corners just to give it a nice flush. So you just want to cut across like that, maybe leaving about an 1/8 of an inch gap here. Just do that on all 4 corners. And you can measure this out if you want. I just wing it now. Right, so just put my rubbish in the bin. So that's what you do there. So now I'm just going to go down with my bone folder down each of the sides. This is just to help it bend a little bit better when we come to bend it round. And then you can also just go it and just tell that card where it's going, tell it who's boss. Just do that on all 4 sides, just like that. And then what you want to do is you want to start with the 2 long sides first. So we'll start with this one, and you just want to take off the backing paper on your double-sided tape. Again, I add wet glue on here just to give it that little bit extra support when the glue wants to work. And then what you want to do is, starting from the middle, just want to pull that over and like pull it down as you're pressing it down, and then just go along the side like that. And then, I was calling with your bottom folder. Oh, sorry, I'm knocking the camera there, aren't I? Very sorry about that. I use like a clamp that attaches to my table, so that's why there's so much wobbling sometimes. So I'll do all of it with you. So again, you take off the release bit on that long side. And just add your glue, and then starting from the middle, just pull that over just like that. Make sure it's nice and stuck down. Okay, and again I'm just going to go over this with the bone folder, make sure it's nice and secure. And then these here, to get really nice crisp corners, and what you want to do is this bit here, just want to get your bone folder and sort of tuck it in. You can either use your fingers or you can use your bone folder. That one I might need to trim off just a little bit. There we go. And then just push that in, and as you can see, when that folds up, you're going to get a lovely corner there. Okay, so you want to do that on all of the sides. Just pull that in, and then just go over it and see if you need to cut any off. It should be fine. It just gives you that nice professional finish, I think. Just a little bit more on that side. Right, so that's that. So now we're going to finish the covering. So just release the backing paper on here, and again use some glue. And starting from the middle, just pull that over just like that. It's a tip someone left me on my channel. I'm really bad for having glue seepages. I'm really sorry, I can't remember who it was at the moment, but they said to have a dry baby wipe on hand for any glue seepages, and I must admit it works absolutely fab. So thank you for the tip. I'm always learning all the time. I love watching other people and getting hints and tips on how to do stuff. So then again, just pull that round. There's no glue. And then, as you can see, that's all covered. So then down here where you've got your spine, Just go over that gently. You don't want to do it too hard because you don't want it to crack on the other side. And as you can see, nice clean edges there. Okay, so that is the basis for our TN. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to pop the paper on. There will be a gap here because I've just printed off these papers here. I know they're going in different orientations, but that actually worked out quite well for me. And these mats here measure, these measure 6 1/4 by 4 1/4, and you'll need 2 for the inside, like that goes there, and then you will also need 2 for the front. And I've got everything prepared. So the paper I'm using is a Beauty and the Beast digital paper kit that I purchased, and I just absolutely love it. This is going to be a present for a friend of mine, so I really hope that they'll like it when I eventually get it sent out. So this is the one I've used for the front. Now the gold mat is 6 1/4 by 4 1/4, and this piece here is, I'm sure it's just 1/8 of an inch smaller, so it'll be 6 1/8 by 4 1/8, and I just liked that for the front. So I'm just going to pause the video. You don't want to watch me sit and gluing these on, so I'll pause the video and I'll be right back. Right, okay, so I've done the front and the back covers. I haven't actually done the spine piece yet, but that's because we're going to attach one of these, and I'll do that after I've done the inside. So we've got that one on the front, and then you open it up. And to cover that join there, because every time when I was doing it to cover here, I was getting a really big bubble of paper, and it just didn't look very nice. So I've just done the same as what I've done on my Alice one, and I've just ran some washi tape down there. Don't worry about this bit, because this bit's going to get hidden. So for this piece, turn me a bit back. This is the spine cover, and this is basically going to lie in the middle here. And this measures 6 1/4 by 1 3/8, and I've just marked down about 1/8, and then I've just eyeballed this. I haven't measured it. If you want them to be exact, then you could. Just done it top and bottom, and just use black card. But to make this more like durable, I've actually stuck it on the back of this, and it was the back of the A5 notepads that I've used for the pages, and I just thought this would make it more sturdy because mine's quite flimsy. So I'm going to try doing it this way. So then what you need to do is, this is going to be your hidden binding, so we're going to bind it on here, and then when we stick that down there like that, you're not going to be able to see it. Okay, so actually I'm just needing a black pen, just a black felt tip here, and I'm just going to colour the tops so you can't see it, only because I haven't got me ink on hand. So I'll just colour those and you won't be able to see them. You only need to do the top and the bottom. Well, that's all I do really anyway. So yeah, so what I've got for this is I've got some gold elastic. This is just some old Stampin' Up! Elastic that I had. So just bear with me while I remember which way it goes. It goes in here. Is that right? Right, one second. Oh, right, it goes in the first hole. Oh, one second, get my fingers to work. So it goes in that first hole there, and then you take it up to the top and you put it. No, that's not right. Right, one second, because I am going to get really, really angry. I can't remember how I do this now. I'm just going to pause the video while I have a quick think. Right, sorry about that. I was just having a bit of a meltdown. I just couldn't think of how I had to do it. So you come in from the back, okay, and then you go up to this top hole here, just make sure I'm in shot, and then just pull that through. Try and pull enough so you know it's going to be enough to do the others. Then you go in the back of the middle one, and then bring that down and out of the bottom. Just pull that out just like that. Once you do them, it should be nice and taut. This will be, then you go in through that bottom hole here, and then back out of the top, and just pull it so it's going to be nice and taut like that. Then what you want to do with this bit, you just want to pull that back into the middle, and then just leave that there. Pull that, and then we're going to snip off this bottom bit, leaving enough so we can tie it. So I always cut off too much, but hey ho, it's okay. It's only elastic. Right, so then what you do is you just pull these taut. Oh, actually, one last final thing. This bottom one, you want to take that one that you've just cut and then bring it back through the middle, and then you bring it up and you tie it just in a knot. So get my fingers to work. And just like that. And then you have these where your inserts will sit. So I'll just trim these pieces of elastic off. And then what I've went is I've put some double-sided sticky on the back. So I want to put loads of adhesive to this to make sure that it's not going anywhere. So we'll take the release paper off. Let's do this quickly. Look, it's only a little small piece for you, so just like that. And then just add on some glue as well, just to make sure it's not going to go anywhere. You want it to make sure that it's stuck firmly in the book. Just a bit at the tops there as well. I said I don't want this going anywhere. It's a present for somebody, so I don't want it to fall apart when they get it. So what I'm basically going to do is I'm going to line it up with where these papers are. And put it in the middle of the spine. Just like that. And then I'll get my bone folder underneath that elastic, and I'm just going to press that down. I'm going to burnish it really, really, really well. Because like I said, I don't want it going anywhere. Just wipe off some of that glue. And then that is where our little inserts are going to sit. So before I show you how to do the inserts, we'll go ahead and we'll do this back piece here. So I think I'll give you the measurements for this one. This one, the spine mat was, the gold one is 6 1/4 by 1 1/4, and the paper on the top is 6 1/8 by 1 1/8. And that is just going to sit. Make sure the writing's going the right way. That's just going to sit on there like that, okay? But first what I want to do is I want to come in with my hole punch. I'm just going to use my Stampin' Up one. And I'm just going to get it pretty centred and maybe down about 1/4 inch. However far down you want to take it, it's completely up to you. So then you just want to punch a little hole like that in the centre. And then we're going to take one of our Tim Holtz binders. I'm going to use the most silvery colour, that one there. Pop these to one side. I'll end up sending these flying all over the floor, but you know, I'll just pick them up in a bit. So obviously these are just like little brads. So they've got the little hanger on there. Just bend those pins in. And then just pop them through there. Position it where you want it, and then just like a brad, really. But just make sure that's down. Sorry, I took his right off shot there. And then what I like to do, actually I'm just going to trim that bit of metal off because I can see it and it'll annoy me. So I'll just cut that off with my scissors. And just want to make sure that that's completely where I want it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get some double-sided tape, and I just like to secure it, just so I know it's not going to spin round and it's not going to try and go anywhere it shouldn't. So just pop that on there like so. Give it a good press down, and now you can see that when I get hold of it, it doesn't want to turn very much. So that's what we've done there, and I might as well do it while I'm on camera rather than pausing it. I'm just going to take the backing paper off and then just attach it with some of my tacky glue. And I like to sort of close this so I can ensure that I'm getting an even border all the way around. Looks about right to me. And I'm just going to press it down with my bone folder. Wipe away any excess glue. I'm going to pay more attention around obviously the ring fastener as well. But what I'm going to do while we work on the pages, I'm just going to give a little bull clip, and I just like to put that on there, and that will help it stick while we're doing the rest of the album. Okay, so what should we do next? Right, what I'll do next is I pop some, or shall I? Right, no, we're going to do the pages, sorry about that. So I'm just going to pause the video while I get my stuff sorted, because I haven't got everything here yet, and I'll be right back. Right, so now to make the signatures. I've already went ahead and I've already done mine. I want to save time for the video. I knew it would be quite a long video. So basically all I've done is I've printed off some beautiful paper onto vellum. And that is one of the designs there with Belle and the Beast. You've got Chip, Cogsworth, and you can't really see her, but that's the brush who Lumiere loves. And this needs to measure 5 7/8 by 8.5. And then basically all you're going to do is just line that up in the middle in half on the long side, and then just fold that down. Okay, and then that's just going to go over your pages. Then your pages, I've used an A5 pad that I got from the range. It was like a pack of 3 or 4 for £1 or something like that. And I've just folded them in half, and I did have to trim them down because you can see it a little bit here. When you put paper inside of each other, it does tend to come out a bit. So I trimmed off about ½ inch. Then I attached this beautiful washi tape on all of the sides. I applied this one. I was going to use the glitter one, but because I couldn't see, I do like to use a washi tape that I can sort of see through to make sure I'm doing it so it's equal on both sides. Then I've just made some inserts here, and these are just papers from the retired paper actually. So these ones here by Stampin' Up, and it's Love Blossoms. These, I think these have been around for ages. This is one that was retired just in my stash, and just beautiful, like love themed. And I thought that was quite apt, and I thought that would look really nice. I could have printed out more papers from the collection, but because I like them to be double-sided, so when you flip them you get the lovely image as well. So these measure 4 inches by 6, and then I've used a corner punch to get that edging, and it's just this one. I think it's the Curvy Trio punch. I think it's now retired from Stampin' Up, and I just used that edge there on all of those. And then from my stash from Every Craft a Pound, when I hauled these a while back, these gold doilies, I've just popped them in as well, so they're every other page. Each of these little signatures have, I think it's 8 pages in. It was supposed to be 9, but I'd messed up on a couple when I was putting the washi on. So yeah, that's why there's only 8. But each one goes in the same theme. And obviously that's the same as the front cover, and I just love that on the vellum. I think it looks so pretty. And then the last one I've used for the pattern paper is this lovely one with Mrs. Potts and Chip and the roses, and it's just got love going all the way across in the background. I think that's stunning. So let's see if this is dry. Hopefully it should be. Yeah. So you just want to work out which way you want these to go in. And just find the middle. I need to try and find the middle. Where is the middle? Where is the middle? That one there. And then you're just going to pop your insert in here like that. So that's the first one in. Then I'm going to come in with my second one and put that one in the middle. And I'm going to use the piece of elastic that hasn't got the knot in, so it's hidden underneath these gorgeous boots. And then the very last one, I don't think I've burnished this one very well, so that's why it's going like that, but you can see it holds so much. And then just pop that one in like that, and look how chunky that is now. I haven't done a closure for these, but I thought a nice big elastic bobble or something would look really, really nice. So we're going to do a couple of finishing touches now. Sorry this video is going on for ages, guys. I should know by now, my videos always do. Good job. Me regulars don't mind. Really don't. So now what I've already went ahead and made is printed off some of the beautiful paper, and I've just made this envelope, and this has just got a Velcro dot there, and we're just going to attach that here. And I made this size envelope is a 3.5 by 4.5, and I just want that to go in there because I'm going to pop some goodies inside. So we'll stick this one down first, and then we're going to make a smaller one for the front, and I'm going to show you how I made it. I just made them on the envelope punch board. Really, really easy to do. But obviously just for time, I wanted this one to be done pretty quickly. Thought I'd be prepared. Just press that down. We'll leave that there while we do the other one. And I'm going to stick some little stickers and stuff on here as well. And then we're just going to pop a little one here. So we'll just move that to one side. And the paper I've decided to use is this one here. Again, another one from the collection. And this, get out my envelope punch board. And this is going to make a 2.5 by 3 inch envelope. You just go off your card size here, and then you see the paper that you need. So for that size envelope, it needs to measure 5 by 5 inches. And you need to score it at 2 3/8. So what you want to do is, obviously you've got all of these numbers along here. So you want to line your paper up at 2 3/8. Just line that up. Just going to punch, and then just find that score line and you just score. Then you rotate it once. This is going to be really hard to see. You need to, I'm trying to see if that's, yeah, you can see that score line there. You line that score line up with this little marker here, and you just keep that there. And then again, you're going to punch and score. You just do that on all 4 sides. This is how easy it is to make gorgeous envelopes on this. It really, really is. So then that's what you're left with. And now I'm going to round these corners. And you can use a corner punch, but if you pop this in this side here, it has actually got its own corner rounder. It hasn't done very well, but just pop it in, and then just round the corners. It just gives for a more neater finish on the envelope. So I'll just pop that to one side and fling the rubbish to the side too. And where was that little bit where it hadn't? And easy, just use your scissors. And then all you do is you're just going to fold on those where we've scored. Just fold it on every single one there. And then decide which way you want it. Oh, it's actually going to be this way, Sean. I'm going to have mine this way. So now all you need to do is just add a little bit of glue. Whoops, didn't mean to fling them all over. Just add a bit of glue going down here, and then down here, and then I just like to put a little bit going so far up on here as well. I'm hoping I'm in shot for everything. And then you just want to press that down. That is how easy it is to make beautiful, beautiful little envelope. I love these because you can just make them to match any of your projects and everything like that. So now, wait until I find them. I've sort of lost them. Oh, I found them. This one's going to be fastened using a Velcro dot as well. So I've just got some here. I'm just going to peel those off one set. And I like it so the fluffy bits on the top. So I'm just going to get, obviously, the fluffy part. I'm just going to stick that, there's a cat hair on there. Just going to stick that in there, roughly in the middle, as central as I can get it. Then stick on the other piece. And then all you want to do is just press that down, and then they'll match up perfectly. Okay, so be careful, open it up and just be careful, and then just press them both down. And that is our cute little Diddy envelope. So this envelope is going to sit here, just like that, and I think it looks really, really nice. So again, let's go in with some glue and get this stuck down. I use far too much glue sometimes, don't I? Can't help it. Is anyone else like me? I get wrong off my mum all the time. Because when I'm gluing, if I get some on my finger, I like it straight on my clothes. I can't help it, I really can't. It's either on my top, my bottoms, I just like to do that. Right, so what I've been doing over the last couple of days, wait until I find them. Recently sorting for all my crap. I've recently found some beautiful, beautiful images, free images on Etsy. Disney ones. I want to try and go into planning, and I thought I'd try some free ones before I go into, obviously, the haul of buying them. And these are just a little selection. These are not really planner ones, but I sat for 3 hours last night and cut out loads. This one here, Tale as Old as Time. I'm just going to stick that at the top there because I think that will look really nice. But these are just different ones, the Disney ones, Moana. We've got Frozen, another Moana one, Up, Moana, oh my god, Lion King. These are just beautiful. So I've been cutting out loads and loads of these, and I've actually printed them onto sticker paper, so I don't have to take any glue away with me. I can just peel them off and I can decorate my planner. Well, my notebook. So I'll just take off the backing, and then I'm just going to try and get that as, I just think that looks so nice on there. And then these are another couple of ones from a different planner kit, and I just thought they were really pretty. So I think what I might do is just pop that rose on here. So I'm just going to take off the release paper for that one as well. This sticker paper comes in like an A4 sheets, and I bought this off eBay, and it was only about £5 something for like 50 sheets. I just thought it was really, really pretty. So like I said, just really simple. And then I've kept some of these for the back. And what I might do is just see where I want them. I don't want her there, Lumiere. I think I might just have Lumiere on actually, and I'll pop that one in with some little goodies. Now, this one's going to be a pain to release, I know it is. I can just see it happening. What I'll do is I'll pause the video and I'll be right back. Right, sorry about that. I actually cracked on and got another couple of bits done because I'm quite mindful of how long the video is. My phone has a tendency to cut off, and then I've got to try and join them together. So obviously we'd left off, we'd just done these envelopes, and I put that sticker on, and then it took me ages to get the backing off this Lumiere sticker, so I just popped that on there like that. Then on the front, this was another image I printed out, and I've just put that on foam dots, and I've popped that on there. I should have really put it on card really, but it's too late to do anything about that now. I think it feels quite nice actually with all the texture. And then went ahead and I've added some of this. Now this is the Do Crafty Paper Mania Capsule Collection Midnight Blush, and this is a adhesive trim crochet border, and I absolutely love this. This is currently on sale in Every Craft Pound for £1 for 5 metres, which I think is absolutely fab. So I've went on and done some of that. Now I've made a little charm. It is in silver, which doesn't really tie in well, but it was the only things that I had. And I've took apart some of the necklaces I bought from Primark and I only had the silver Beauty and the Beast one. So I've added on some pink bells here, and you've got that, the rose, you've got this little charm here that says Princess that I've just recently received as well. You've got this little one here that says Beauty and the Beast, little handmade one. You've got this lovely key and it says Disney on the bottom. So I'm just going to attach that onto there like that. It's not a bigger charm as the one I've got on mine, but it was the best I could do with what I had. The last thing I'm going to show you is some of the little printables. I'm going to pop these in the back envelope, and these I was on ages cutting these out. And you've got all like the little to-do strings in there, got loads of little images, and all of these I printed off onto sticker paper, so the recipient doesn't need any glue. They can just pop them straight in. So I'm just going to pop them in there quickly. And like I said, I've got a few more little bits to do to the front, but I can do those off camera. You just get the gist. So just go back to that envelope at the back, and then just pop those in here. And it's a bit of a snug fit, I might have to put them in too, but you get the idea. So that there is how I made, it's my Alice in Wonderland one, and this one is the Beauty and the Beast one. So I really hope you like my tutorial and that it hasn't been too tedious for you. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and speak to you later. Bye.